back in Week 1. The Eagles dominated their first matchup against the Giants. Can New York even the score? The answer comes your way next.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 78 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S: ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A big play there on the keeper.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down. The numbers for Smith a week ago. 5 catches, 85 yards, and a touch. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
All day, baby.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll bring up a second down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great
and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. Now they can't bring him down. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So here are the Eagles to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting, as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Hurts. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Philly. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Bird's going to give it to Sanders on the option, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. The passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A first down carry for Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Shepard. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And the Eagles have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that's complete to Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete.
These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Powers through.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Now back to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gano's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A nice run there by Sanders on 1st down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 2. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On 1st down, Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go to Barkley again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Looking to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. Touchdown Giants! Sterling Shepard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Flush to his, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, 43 yards.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Galladay. Touchdown! Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,